friends, welcome back to another Abide tip. This is one of my all-time favorite Abide tips. I actually got it from a friend in our OverACup Facebook group that we still have, but it was really active years ago. We used to do Bible studies and things like that in it. But in that group, one of my friends named Kate shared praying in the car. And then recently, Melody in our episode 34 of the OverACup podcast also shared that she prays with her kids in the car. And that is what my kids and I have been doing for years now, since I first heard that idea in our Facebook group for the OverACup podcast. And what that looks like for my kids is inviting them into that time. So sometimes my kids want to pray, sometimes they don't want to pray. If they don't want to pray for a while, I might ask them why, and I've come up with some pretty surprising ideas as to why they didn't want to pray. One time I even made the suggestion, hey, don't pray the same thing every day, and one of my kids got it into his head or misunderstood and thought he couldn't pray to God at all because he only had the same things to pray every day, and I felt so bad. And I make sure that he knew that just like I say I love you to his dad every day and to him, or we repeat the same conversations like at morning and night or before we walk out the door to school, just like that, God doesn't mind if you say the same thing every day, as long as you're saying it with meaning. If you're just repeating it and not thinking about what you're saying, that's different. But he doesn't mind you repeating the same prayer every day. And so I was glad I asked him why, because it had been a long time since he had prayed. And so as you're thinking about praying in the car, whether by yourself or with others, especially if you're doing it with others, I would encourage you to invite them into that time. Don't force it on them. And in our car, that looks like I say, okay, it's this morning, it's this person's turn to pray. And because we have kids, we have to take turns. Then that person gets to go first and I go on down the line and all of us pray for the morning. And so for me, I kind of pray through the Acts prayer that I mentioned before in that, where I'll acknowledge God, who God is. Sometimes I might confess something, but sometimes not. And then I might pray for each one of our family members, some people we know who are sick, and then just pray a general prayer for God to either give us life-giving words throughout the day, to help us with our attitudes or something like that. But it really is. They're simple prayers that take maybe 30 seconds to a minute. But I really love this praying by myself, because when I'm praying by myself, it gives me time to really concentrate and get deep into prayer, because I have about a 10 or 15 minute drive after I drop off my kids at school. Or if I'm praying with my kids, it really helps me to see what's bothering them and what's on their hearts. And I have learned so much from doing this over the years. And I hope that by this practice that they're learning to take those concerns to God. So if you haven't tried this yet, I would encourage you, try either praying in the car by yourself the next time you find yourself in the car, or if you have family, just start making it a daily habit or a daily rhythm to pray in the car together. You all have a great week, and I'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye.